Interrogations. In this interrogation, 5 key questions will be asked to each suspect. They will be questioned one by one, separately, to ensure no influence or contamination of statements. Every answer must be as detailed as possible. Every word could hold the truth or hide a lie. The boys.
One, I'm one of Tom's friends. We met 2 years ago when we basically started at the same high school in the same week. My girlfriend Kassandra and his girlfriend are also friends, so we have a good relationship. We also play on the same school soccer team. 2, Tom was complicated, rich, popular, and very confident. He liked being seen in public and being the center of attention. With his close friends, he was actually a really fun guy, but outside that friend group, he wasn't exactly loved. It was a complicated case, like I said. 3, I drove and gave a ride to Kassandra, Bruce, and Nick. As soon as we arrived, we looked for Tom, Anna, and Martinet had already chosen the spot where they wanted to camp. I tried to convince them to change their minds because the place was really isolated and far from the bathrooms. No chance. Tom said that spot was the best place for a party. We set up our tent and stayed all together. We had a really good time because we hadn't gotten together since the sad suicide of one of our classmates. Tom and Anna weren't on good terms. She was ignoring him, which led to a fight. Anna went over to the girls and Tom kept partying like nothing had happened. The two of them didn't speak for the rest of the night. At my point, I have no idea what time the girls all went to sleep, and us guys stayed around the campfire talking and laughing. We stayed there for quite a while. Later, I was really sleepy and decided to go to bed. Bruce also went to his tent. I laid down and passed out. Slept like a rock. In the morning, I remember Kassandra waking me up to say she was going for a walk, somewhere I was so tired I couldn't even understand what she was saying. Since Louisa, the girl who took her own life, was her best friend, I knew she still needed some time alone. I agreed and fell back asleep. Soon after I woke up, startled by Kassandra's scream. She was desperate and crying. The rest you already know. 4, I don't know, but I do know a lot of people didn't like Tom. Like I said, he was popular but not loved. He could be a real jerk when he wanted to. He would annoy and mock people. He would hook up with other girls. Even though he was in a relationship, he used his dad's money and influence to get advantages. Anyway, he definitely gave people plenty of reasons. 5, hard to say. We hadn't all gotten together for about a month. The people who most likely had contact with Tom during that time were Anna and Martin, his girlfriend, and his best friend. Maybe Nick saw him too. So if anyone knows more about what happened that early morning, it's them. 6, I do want to talk about it. Well, everything got really weird after Tom's last party. That party triggered a chain of bad events, including Louisa's suicide. If that party had never happened, maybe we wouldn't have lost 2 classmates.
1. I'm Martin, Tom's best friend. We've been friends since we were little kids. Our parents worked together for a long time. 2. My best friend, a solid 10-10 guy. I'm really sorry about what happened. 3. I rode with Tom and Anna. We got there first and picked a spot where we wouldn't bother anyone with noise. Then the rest of the group showed up and we set up the campsite. We partied and enjoyed the whole night. Everything was normal. The girls went to sleep earlier and us guys a bit later. I woke up in the middle of the night to go to the bathroom. I went and came back and everyone was still sleeping. In the morning, I woke up to Kassandra's screams. Well, you know the rest. 4. A lot of people were jealous of Tom. 5. I rule out the girls because Tom was strong and athletic. They wouldn't have been able to overpower him physically. Especially Anna. She's his girlfriend, no way. Bruce and Jonas should probably be looked at more closely, but I don't have any real reason to suspect anyone. 6, I might be wrong, but I felt there was some kind of tension between Tom and Bruce. I can't really explain it.
One. I'm one of Tom's best friends. I met him right when he first started at school. My mom's the principal, so I helped him get settled and figure things out. We've been friends ever since. 2. He was someone you could always count on. Really fun, always in a good mood. Some people loved him, others, not so much. 3. My girlfriend Nick and I got a ride with Jonas and Kassandra. When we arrived, Tom, Anna, and Martin were already there and had picked out a spot for us to camp. We set up the tents, had some drinks, and just enjoyed the night. Tom and Anna got into a really bad, heated argument over something stupid. After that, the group kind of split, boys on one side, girls on the other, but it didn't ruin the whole evening or anything. The girls went to bed pretty early, and us guys stayed around the campfire for a while longer. I don't remember exactly what time I went to sleep, but I know I lay down and was out instantly. I woke up at some point in the middle of the night because I had to pee, so I just went right behind the tent. There was no one outside, but I noticed Martin's tent was open. I was going to wake him up so he could close it. There were a ton of mosquitoes that night, but the tent was empty. I went back to sleep. In the morning, I woke up to Kassandra screaming, and that's when we got the terrible news. I still can't believe it. 4. Well, Tom wasn't perfect, and a lot of people didn't like him. Pretty much everyone at school was jealous of him. 5. I don't really know how to answer that, but things had been rough between him and Anna for a while. It got a lot worse after Tom threw a party while Anna was away traveling with her parents. That really upset her. He didn't do it on purpose to hurt her. Everyone who went had a great time. But she was genuinely angry and never really got over it. 6. No, I've already answered what you wanted to know. Now I just want and need to leave.